Hello everybody and happy Easter! I thought it would be really fun to show you guys some really quick and easy treats that you can make this weekend. I have got some things that are absolutely delicious and I know that you guys are going to really love them. Let's start on our mini pastel meringues. First thing you want to do is preheat your oven to 110 degrees Celsius and separate 3 eggs. You can put aside the yolks for a cheeky little omelette because you only need the whites for this. Whisk the egg whites until they form stiff peaks and aren't wet in consistency. You'll need 150 grams of caster sugar for this, but only add half in at first and continue whisking. Fold in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and the remaining sugar. Separate the meringue mixture into 3 small bowls and add the food colouring of your choice, being careful to fold, not mix, because we don't want to lose the air in the meringues. You can choose to fully fold the colours in or leave it quite streaky, which I actually think looks quite cool. Spoon each meringue mixture into individual piping bags and cut off the tip. Depending on the size you want your mini meringues is how far up the piping bag you cut. I wanted mine quite small, so I stayed quite near the end. On 2 baking trays lined with greaseproof paper, take your piping bag and squeeze from directly above, then pull up to finish them in a point. It might take a few practice runs, but it is pretty easy to grasp after a while. Then you want to wish them luck and pop them in the oven for an hour. Once they've fully cooled down, melt some white chocolate in a bowl over a saucepan of boiling water. Dip your meringues into the melted chocolate, but be careful because they are super fragile. I knocked the top off so many of mine, I was so annoyed. Now it's my favourite bit because you guys know how much I love sprinkles. You basically want to dip the chocolate whilst it's still wet into your chosen sprinkles and leave them to set. I'm going to show you how to make Easter Rocky Road. Melt 150 grams of unsalted butter in a large saucepan. When it's about half melted, add 250 grams of dark chocolate and 150 grams of milk chocolate with 4 tablespoons of golden syrup. Make sure that you keep everything on quite a low heat as you really don't want the chocolate to burn and separate. Remove the saucepan from the heat and leave to cool down for 10 minutes. Crush 150 grams of digestive biscuits, but don't crush these too much as bigger chunks are actually better. And then add to the mixture and stir in. Add 180 grams of mini cream eggs or any other small chocolate egg of your choice. Add 180 grams of mini marshmallows and mix well until everything is coated in chocolate. Distribute this evenly into a lined brownie tin, pressing down to ensure that it's compact. Chop 6 cream eggs in half and press them firmly into your Rocky Road mixture. Melt white chocolate and once cool enough, pop some into a piping bag and snip off the end so you can drizzle the chocolate over your Rocky Road masterpiece. And I actually think this makes it just look that little bit more professional. Pop it into the fridge or the freezer to set, but make sure that you get it out way before you want to eat it because this is much better at room temperature. Next up, I'm going to show you how to make cream egg pastries. These are literally super quick and super easy. Sprinkle plain flour onto your surface and get out your lazy packet bought puff pastry, unless of course you want to make it yourself, but this is way quicker and this is a quick and easy Easter treats video. Using your rolling pin, roll out the dough so it's nice and thin and cut out long triangular shapes. Place these on a baking tray ready for your chocolate eggs. Unwrap your eggs of choice. I went for some Galaxy caramel eggs and also some Cadbury cream eggs, and place them at the wider end of your pastry triangle. Wrap them up securely, ready for their trip to the oven. You can wrap them how you want, but I found this to be the easiest way. Before putting them in the oven, brush them with egg so they turn a lovely golden colour and pop them in for 10 to 15 minutes at 175 degrees Celsius. Easter is never complete without chocolate egg nests, so that is what we're going to do next. Start off by melting 300 grams of dairy milk into a bowl over a saucepan of boiling water. Once you have your melted chocolate, crumble in 6 bars of shredded wheat and combine everything until it is a gorgeous chocolatey mess. These are literally my ultimate guilty pleasure, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, sometimes I actually make this and just eat it out of the bowl. So unhealthy, but so delicious. Spoon the mixture into pretty cupcake cases and pop 2 Cadbury's mini eggs on the top to form your little Easter nests. No baking required, and this is literally super easy. Next up, I'm going to be showing you how to make super quick, super simple Easter marshmallow crispy bites. Melt 90 grams of butter in a saucepan on a low to medium heat and add 1 teaspoon vanilla extract and 3/4 of your bowl of 260 grams of marshmallows. Before the marshmallows are fully melted, add 1 tablespoon of milk and then add the rest of the marshmallows. You don't want these to fully melt, so you need to take the saucepan off the heat when it's almost melted, but some have survived. Add 170 grams of Rice Krispies and combine together. This is now the fun part where you just throw loads of pretty sprinkles and yummy chocolates in. I used these pastel coloured M&Ms, which I thought screamed Easter. Spread it out into a brownie tin and pat down, although don't do this too much as you don't want it to break your teeth as marshmallow sets really hard. Pop it in the fridge and then cut it into squares to serve. And the last thing we are going to be making is Cadbury cream egg cupcakes. First things first, preheat your oven to 175 degrees Celsius and pop 40 grams of unsalted butter into a mixer. Add 100 grams of plain flour, 20 grams of cocoa powder, 140 grams of caster sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking powder and a pinch of salt. Whilst that's mixing, measure out 120 millilitres of milk and add 1 egg and 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract and mix this all together. Add this mixture slowly to the rest of the ingredients. Line a muffin tin with 12 cupcake cases and pour the mixture in. I actually tried to spoon it, but it was way too runny, so pour from a jug if you can. It's much less messy. Pop a frozen mini cream egg into the centre of the cupcake mixture. They must be frozen, so make sure you pop them in the freezer well before baking these. Put the cupcakes in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes. Whilst those are baking, it's time to make the buttercream icing. Put 100 grams of unsalted butter into a mixer and beat until it's smooth and slightly lighter in colour. Whoa, oh my god. Gradually add 200 grams of icing sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and 1 tablespoon of milk. Cut some mini cream eggs in half, ready to pop on the top of the buttercream. These ones don't have to be frozen. Using a large star nozzle, my fave nozzle, and a piping bag, stay vertical and squeeze from the outside of the cupcake into the middle in a circular motion, pulling up once you've reached the middle. Again, this might take a little bit of practice, but I promise you, it is so easy once you get the hang of it. Place your mini cream eggs on top of your icing and then drizzle with melted chocolate. I just love drizzling chocolate. I just think it adds that little bit extra and makes it look so delicious. These cupcakes are literally a cream egg lover's dream. Display all your easy Easter treats together and you've pretty much got a party, except in my case it's a party for one, because let's be honest, I am never going to eat all this myself. That is everything for my quick and easy Easter treats. Obviously, you guys don't have to do all of these all at once. I chose to do all of them in one day, which is why the sun has gone down and I've basically been knee deep in chocolate all day, but I'm not complaining because look at everything that we have. But I would absolutely love to see which one of these you guys want to make, so make sure you tag me on Twitter and Instagram. My handles are @Zoella, and let's use the hashtag #ZoellaEasterBakes. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you did, and if this video gets lots of thumbs up, I'll be sure to do more things like this in the future because I find them so fun. I really hope you have an amazing Easter, whatever you are doing, and I love you very much. Bye!